This is Eva. She is 40 years old, has a family, and a job in Stockholm, Sweden. In her opinion, she lives a healthy lifestyle. And in this film, she's ready to prove it.
Betsy! Come on, girl! I think health reports and experts are saying all kinds of different things about food, and health scares are just marketing. And you know, lose 10 kilos and you never get a heart attack. I think take vitamins and you're gonna live forever, or cut the sugar and you're not gonna get cancer. I think it's a part of a bigger scheme. It's marketing. They want your money, and they're not getting it from me. This is a healthy home. I cook everything and make sure that my family eats well. We eat home-cooked meals almost every day, and no takeout, no fast food. My philosophy is that just eat good and healthy food, and you don't have to exercise. If you're not fat, I think you're pretty healthy.
Human beings have evolved. Our digestive systems and metabolisms evolved over tens of thousands of years. We don't really understand all of that. We just know that what we're throwing into it, it's like having a car where all of a sudden you've decided to start driving it on some new kind of fuel that it's never run on before. And when I explain it to people like that, they go, oh, so I need to be cautious about what I'm doing and what I'm eating. I just can't assume that what's out there in the store and what's being sold on television or in ads is appropriate for me, because it isn't. So it requires education and being sensible.
People have a fatalistic attitude. They feel, well, I'm going to die anyway, so why shouldn't I just do everything? And the answer is because, yeah, you will die, but first of all, you probably don't want to make it any faster than it has to be. But even if you live to the same age, or even less, you still want to enjoy that life, and you want to have high life quality.
We're going to Igelösa, and we're going to see Professor Stig Sten. And I'm going to claim my health to prove them that I'm living a healthy life. Hello.
Welcome.
Thank you, thank you.
We start with some blood tests, mainly to check your blood sugar, blood fats, and nutritional status. Then, within 20 minutes, we get the answers, and then we will see if there is a need for some further tests.
The wait for the results takes slightly longer than the 20 minutes that Professor Stig Sten promised, and Eva is becoming nervous.
Hello, Eva. So now I have got the blood tests, and I have found something. First, you have too high blood sugar, and this means that you probably eat too much white bread, potatoes, white rice, all these things. Is that correct?
Yes, I do, but I never eat any candy or any sugar.
These type of carbohydrates, as we call them, they absorb very quickly and go right into the blood and increase your blood sugar. So if you go on with this, I say most probably you will get diabetes.
Eva's blood sugar levels are very high, and as Professor Sten explains, this can have very negative effects on her health in the long run. The fact is that in the Western world today, many of the population suffers from too high blood sugar levels. This comes mainly from eating food with a high glycemic index, also known as GI.
The glycemic index measures the rate at which sugar comes from your diet into the blood. It turns out that over the last 80 years, our diet has dropped about 30% in complex carbohydrates and increased by about 40% in high glycemic index sugars. And what's happening is because food has become cheaper, these particular foods have become cheaper, people are eating more and more calories because many of the food items we have are now supplemented with various forms of these simple sugars, which are of high glycemic index.
Another thing that we found here is that these blood fats are not good on you. That means that you have very little of the good, healthy fats in your blood and too much of what we call the bad fats.
I didn't know that fats could be healthy.
The problem in the civilization diet is that we get too much omega-6 and too little omega-3. Eva, she had very high bad fat is LDL and very little of the good fat HDL. Example of good fat is olive oil or olives, walnuts and many nuts, fat fish and fish, even fish oil you can take. That is good fats. The last thing that is more of concern, we have made an analysis we call C-reactive protein, and that's too high for you. It's just a chronic inflammatory state in your body that can even give you cancer if you don't correct it.
I still don't understand. How can I be so old on the inside when I feel good and I'm not that overweight and I cook my meals and I eat healthy and I do everything right. I thought I did everything right. I don't feel that great, actually. I just got back the results and they were much worse than I was hoping for. I will start a new life, a much healthier life. Hi, Elizabeth. My name is Eva. And
Stig gave Eva the phone number to Elizabeth, a professional nutritionist who he suggested that Eva calls to see if she can get help on how to change her lifestyle and eating habits.
Okay. So I see you on Wednesday then.
Eva is extremely determined. She wants to change her lifestyle, and she wants to do it today.
Hello. Hi.
Hi, I'm Elizabeth.
I'm Eva.
Welcome. Come on in.
Thank you.
So what would you normally cook for dinner?
Last night I made pork chops with mashed potatoes and gravy.
Any dressing?
I use creamy dressings because that's what my family likes. But at least I get my veggies in there.
Yeah, yes, of course, but you could use better veggies.
Do I really have to make big changes in my life? Because I don't really know if I can do it or if I want to do that.
So the good news is that small changes can have a huge effect in the long run, since this is food that you're eating every day. According to World Health Organization, we can decrease the risk of getting coronary heart disease by 80%, the risk of getting type 2 diabetes by 90%, and the risk of getting different types of cancers by 1/3 if we change our lifestyle to healthier food habits, more physical exercise, and no smoking.
The recommendations to reach optimal nutrition every day is to eat between half a kilo and a kilo of fruit and vegetables. And this would be fresh and colorful fruits and vegetables, not boiled and fried to death, and it has to be every day. And of course, most people don't reach these recommendations. And that's why Harvard recommends that most people take a daily supplement of vitamins and minerals.
Okay.
As Elizabeth was telling Eva, small changes add up to great results. As a start, you can change red meats, bacon, or minced meats with turkey, chicken, fish, seafood, or vegetarian alternatives such as lentils, beans, or tofu. Elizabeth also explains it's not only about the things you buy, it's also about how you prepare it. She advises Eva to try not to overboil and fry things for too long, and to avoid frying with butter and deep fat frying. Instead, you can use a non-stick pan, vegetable oil, and also try to steam, grill, or bake your meals.
Elizabeth, I can't believe we did this. It looks so wonderful.
It does,
and
doesn't it?
It smells heavenly.
And half your plate is vegetables, different colored vegetables, and then less meat and less potato than you are probably used to.
Much less.
Yeah? But you will still get full, I promise.
Okay.
And you will get lots of good stuff from it.
I am so ready to make this change. I didn't know it was gonna be this easy, and this looks delicious, and I'm not scared anymore.
Good. I told you to start with small changes, great improvements. I think if Eva sticks to these small changes that we talked about today, exchanging types of fats and carbohydrates and so on, and increasing her intake of good vegetables and fruits, she will see great improvements. And in the long run, I have no doubt that she will be healthier and live a long and healthy life together with her kids and grandchildren and maybe even great-grandchildren.
If you say today, it's okay, I love butter, I love white bread, I love candy, I love chocolate, I love ice cream, I love French fries, I don't care about what happens in the future, and you eat well and you feel okay today, but once the future comes, because inevitably it always does, people do regret. People do want to do whatever it takes to get well. People cling on to life. And I think that you should remember, you should think about that day today.
I can't believe how easy these changes were. I just made a few alterations, and it's no harder, it doesn't take longer, and my family loves it. My family, I was worried that they were gonna object to the changes, but they embrace it. They feel the same as I do. They think they're healthier and have more energy, and my kids loves the yogurt and the muesli and the berries and all the changes I made. My goal is to be 25 on the inside. I will get there.
If you're interested to get more tips and inspiration on how to live a healthier lifestyle, you can find them at Wellness by Oriflame.